Hey boys, welcome back to some more Melbourne Storm career. It is round 9, taking on the Broncos, who are a couple of spots behind us, but it's all pretty congested around the top 8. You know, a couple of wins, couple of losses, and you'll be in and out. So, you know, early in the season, not too much to really worry about. But as you would have seen, something to worry about. Jerome Hughes is injured, so Scott Drinkwater comes into fullback. Brodie Croft returned from suspension. Brandon Smith retains his spot with other Smith being out for a game still. And I think we keep the four forwards on the bench. I think it's probably better for us because the forwards they need the spells. So I'm happy for Brandon Smith to play the full 80 as long as I don't wear him out too much with too many dummy half scoots, which, you know, that is his go-to, but you know, that's how we got to play it, unfortunately, at the minute. So yeah, Jerome Hughes being out injured. It's only for like 9 days, but it's sort of an awkward time because he's going to miss 2 games, which, you know, not the greatest, but it's going to give a lot of our youngsters a chance to shine. As this is a really nice play opening up the middle of the field there with Dale Finucane. That was extremely nice, and you know, that's the slickness of this game that I still love about it. It can be a little frustrating at times with the passing, but when it works, it feels very good. But yeah, taking on the Broncos should be a tough game. They've we've got a few young stars in the making, but they've got a few forwards who are extremely quality, and they're on the bench actually. David Fafita and Payne Haas. So I don't think on the game they're that well rated, but obviously they're very, very talented. David Fafita especially, he's sort of already announced himself. Payne Haas, you know, he's probably being talked up more than Fafita was, but obviously the injury sort of halted that sort of a little bit. We'll see how he goes this season. I'm very excited being a Broncos supporter for some of our young forwards. But David Fafita, you know, at the end of the last year for the Broncos was excellent. And then, you know, the All-Stars game, he was outstanding as well. And he looked, 19 I think is right here. Anthony Milford is going to score a fairly nice try, honestly. It was a bit of razzle-dazzle. Darius Boyd broke a tackle, got the offload. Then Anthony Milford, poor tackle that. Who was that? Brodie Croft maybe? Just fell off, and then Brandon Smith tried to make the ground, couldn't quite get to him. So the Bronx go up 4-0. Alex Glenn, goal kicking, like I talked about in another video. For some reason, all the goal kickers are screwed up, but, you know, it's not a big deal at the end of the day. As we attack the blind side here. Brilliant pass, but it's Addo Carr. He runs out of play. Oh, I couldn't believe it. It was good stuff by Munster, utilising the blind side. But he was sort of just facing a little bit off straight, and I couldn't change the angle quick enough to get him for the try. I couldn't believe it, honestly. That was one of those times, like the game, the players control like very well, but there's times like that where they just feel very sluggish and you can't move them, which is a bit strange. Is right here, Drinkwater tried to make the best of a bad situation. It was sort of, I think Dale Finucane just got in the way of the last tackle option, which is not what you want to see. So 6-0 going into the break. Should be at least 6-4, but we'll probably take it. We weren't the best in that first half. The Bronx, you know, they're a good team. So, you know, we'll take the 6-0 deficit. We have to come out in the second half and try to fire up a little bit, but you know, not the worst at all. But yeah, getting back to the Broncos, I'm extremely keen for the season to see how some of these young fellas go. I mean, also Jaden Sewer, who I don't think is playing in on the game here. I didn't actually see, but also, I mean, another big one, Matt Gillette is going to be back, and hopefully he comes back to his best. It's going to be tough. I mean, he missed the whole season with a neck fracture. Like it's going to be tough to come back and be the player he was. But I mean, obviously hoping for the best, and you know, he's an international back rower. So the Broncos, you know, if all goes well with injuries and the young fellas stand up, then could be a very good year for the Broncos, but you know, time will tell. Obviously, a lot of young guys. It's you don't know exactly how they're going to go. Probably forwards, it's a little bit easier than like a young half, as a brilliant play right here gets on to Curtis Scott, who goes for the corner. Darius Boyd came in with the the sliding knees. I find it funny that that's sort of an animation in the game, the way they come in like that, because you're not actually allowed to do that. But I mean, it's alright. It's not really. I mean, it's a bit different than obviously coming in with the knee. Like, he sort of tries to slide under the ball, so it's not exactly the same. But it always looks a little funny when it happens. Who is this? Brandon Smith taking over the goal kicking, almost gets it. Oh, that was a good kick against the wind on the touchline. That's a quality kick. Unfortunately, didn't get it. So the Broncos, with a 2-point lead and a chance here for tackle to extend the lead. It's been a bit of a sort of a dour affair. I think there's a little bit of rain around, and you know, not too much attack from either side. The defense has been probably the dominant factor, which for the Storm is usually pretty common. The Broncos not so much over the last couple of years, but you know, we play pretty well. It's just, you know, 6-4, that annoying 2-point deficit. That's a huge bit of play right there. Kenny Bromwich getting out from marker, putting the pressure on the forwards, making an error. So gives us a good chance off the scrum here to attack. Gets it onto Drinkwater. Tries to link up with that. Okay, he does, but I think it's James Roberts there. Makes a tackle on the Fox. It would have been a good foot chase, foot race if he got into the backfield, but he rounded us up a little bit too quickly. As last play here, a couple of minutes left. It's do or die territory. I try to put in a little kick. It does not work at all well. James Roberts is going to streak away, and that's see you later. Not going to catch Roberts in the backfield. Broncos are going to sneak away with the victory. Unfortunately, I thought we played pretty well. You know, didn't have that many chances. Probably didn't capitalize on the chances we did have. That's, you know, sort of how it goes. And I mean, missing two of our superstars, Cameron Smith and Jerome Hughes at fullback, was a huge loss as well. So I'm not too disappointed. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next one.